Welcome back to the channel. Today isn't really just a one-day adventure. We're going to have you guys spend the week with us.
Yeah, it's our holiday week, and we're going to be going from Atlanta to the mountains, back to Atlanta to the mountains, back to Atlanta to the mountains. It's kind of like Pong.
Yeah, like literally this week is going to be insane. So, come get lost with us.
Heading out from the hotel, heading up into the mountains. Every day there is a delivery truck to our right here. It's apparently Gatorade Day. But non-stop, all day long, there will be a delivery truck, whether it's there or right here where these cars are parked. There's always a delivery truck here.
Yep, and it always blocks. And there's always somebody over here too sometimes.
Yeah, it's a crazy busy area for reasons I don't know. There's also a Mickey fan up here if you look, check this out. There's a Mickey fan. So here's the intersection. It's finally starting to move, but it was blocked for the entire time we had a yellow. It was blocked, and then this guy in front of us chose not to go, which makes it all the harder to actually move. But there's Atlanta traffic. So tell us about your shrimp situation last night.
So last night I was at Grady. If you know anything about Atlanta and Grady Memorial Hospital, you know that it's not in the best side of town. It's also a level 1 trauma center, so I mean they see some serious shit in there. But it's also like one of the county hospitals, so they get a lot of like underserved, underprivileged populations. So I was sitting on the unit. It was probably like, I don't know, 10, 11 o'clock, and one of the nurses came back from break, and she's like, y'all are never gonna believe what I found. And the charge nurse was like, what did you find? And she's like, I went to Starbucks to go get my coffee, and the girl back there, she had shrimp plates. And they're like, no. And she's like, yeah, and it looks really good, it smells good, like I can't wait to eat it. And the charge nurse is like, dang. And a bunch of the other nurses was like, do you think she got more? And she's like, oh yeah, she's got tons more back there. So a bunch of nurses like went down and they bought shrimp platters that
speed check reported ahead on US 19 North.
The barista in the Starbucks in the hospital. Okay, so it's not even like a regular Starbucks, it's just a little corner Starbucks in the hospital. Brings with her at night and sells to the employees at Grady. And the charge nurse was like, y'all go down there and you tell her the next time she's on to call us and we will just order from her. Because I'm all about supporting people with a side hustle. So at least like half the unit went down there and bought a shrimp plate from some random person. You don't know where she made it, first of all. You don't know what's in it. And yeah, they have a lot more trust in than I am. So I don't know, would you ever buy a shrimp plate from a barista at Starbucks and just like trust him and be like, yeah, you good people, I trust you. It was random and fascinating. They do things different there.
You can see some leaves have already fallen, some changing. It's very pretty up here. It's a little late for some of the leaf changing because some of it has fallen with the storms that came through and stuff. Well, this is what it looks like. Made it back up north. I'm going to hang out at the house with the pooches. Nacy's going to go to the DMV and see how difficult it is to get her license and plates switched over. But I get to chill with the dogs today.
So I have arrived to the DMV to get my driver's license switched over and to get my car registered in the state of Georgia. So this is what it looks like. Quite literally a double wide out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, pretty interesting. So we're gonna go inside and we're gonna go see how busy it is and see how long this takes. We have the temporary license in hand. They do not give you a actual copy today. So And since because this is only for driver's license, I have to go to the tax collector's office to go register my vehicle. So that is now step number 2. I got here at 12 o'clock and I'm out of here by 12:30. So I don't really know what other DMV you can go to and get your driver's license switched over in 30 minutes. I have made it to the tax collector's office. We're gonna see how long this takes because I had to come out here. It's in 2 separate places, so it's not like you can just go get your driver's license and your tag in one spot like in most places. So let's go inside and see how long this one takes. I just wrapped up at the tax collector's office, so everything is all squared away. My car is back on the road and Georgia legal. So it only took 15 minutes. There was literally nobody else in there, which I love. That was super helpful. And it only cost me like $135, which isn't bad because we're in rural and I don't have a new car. It's actually pretty nice. So I guess sometimes it does benefit to be in a rural area because there was nobody at the DMV, there was nobody at the tax collector's office, and I got everything done. It's 1:15 in the afternoon and I started at noon, so not terrible. All right, now I'm gonna go head back to the house and go take a nap because I've been up for over 24 hours.
Starting out our day, it's actually some winter sprinkles. So yesterday, Nacy did her stuff, got all that stuff done. We honestly just went and took a nap. Got up this morning, headed out. But we're actually getting some winter flusters. There's some little specks of snow that are coming down. Maybe we'll see some on our way in. Hopefully not too many because we gotta go past that crazy Blood Mountain. But yeah. We're back at it again today, heading back down to Atlanta. Made it back to the hotel room, grabbing some California Pizza Kitchen. Then we're gonna grab a nap because Nacy might have to do something tonight. If she doesn't though, we'll come and get you. Heading on out a little before 5. So did pretty good this morning. It's crazy, there's a huge bus outside picking people up and taking them somewhere this morning here. There's the parking garage in the morning. There's the hotel. It's a pretty good walk to get there. They have a shuttle too. Don't know what that's for. Made it to airport parking. It's about 5:30. Traffic wasn't bad. You know, it's a little crazy always, but it wasn't too bad. Now I'm waiting. There's actually like a customer parking lot in the car rental area. That's where I'm gonna hang out. Nacy hasn't texted that she's finished the stuff at the office, dropping the stuff off. So once she does that, at least I'll have an idea that she's on her way here. But until then, I'm just gonna hang out here. I guess listen to some music and wait. It'll be a little bit. But again, I'm excited to get going home. We have a couple of stops along the way, but hopefully we'll be home soon. There's where she'll be coming from. She'll be coming up there, and then she comes down over there and comes to the car. It's an interesting walkway. That's where you drop off your car if you're national. You can probably actually see her car if you look in there. Because she is supposed to be here. Nacy made it back to the car. Now we're heading up the mountains. She's always so happy. She's a morning person. No, I'm not.
I hate mornings.
Hey, we're heading up to the mountains. The sun's starting to come up. Looks like it's going to be an overcasty day. No fun and overcast. But that's what we're looking at.
And it stinks.
Yeah, we've gone past a lot of roadkill so far today.
Stinks.
Thanks.
It doesn't help my mood.
I know this vlog has been a little bit split up because basically we've been going up and down the mountains from the mountains to Atlanta, and then we were just resting between Nacy's contract, hoping that she would either get called out or, you know, something to that effect. But this time we're heading down for Thanksgiving. So we're on the way down to Atlanta for our Thanksgiving get-together. This is the day before.
Mm-hmm. And we got to get down to Nicole and Jenny's house, drop off our stuff, and then we got to go to Publix and pick up our order. And hope that the food makes it that I made, because I made deviled eggs and I made meatballs. So
yeah, so let's get on the road again. Pull it off for snack time because we can.
where are we getting snacks?
Where are we getting snacks? An Atlanta staple.
The Varsity.
Yeah.
We're gonna get some onion rings.
Which, by the way, are fantastic.
And some orange drink.
And which is also fantastic. The hot dogs and burgers are good.
Yeah.
Nothing against them. Just the onion rings are the best.
Yes.
Here's what we got. The onion rings. Oh, they're so good. A little well done today, but still looking good. And then I got a pie. It was calling to me.
It's a wonderful day for pie.
It is a wonderful day for pie. It's the day before Thanksgiving.
It's a wonderful day for pie.
And then we got our drinks. Nacy likes the non-frosted, which is really good too. And then I got the frosted. Honestly, I can go for either, personally. They're both really good. We're going to munch on them on our drive. You excited?
I'm excited. We got an hour left.
And then we get to go to the store.
Publix.
What'd you think of your varsity?
It was tasty. A little greasy, but, you know, they are house-made onion rings, so that's to be expected. And honestly, chef's kiss.
Yeah, and they're like beer batter. I don't know if it's a beer batter, but it's like that like smoothness,
That
not
tempura,
panko.
yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
I like it with like some mustard. We didn't have any mustard, but they were good.
Oh, we did. We just couldn't pop it out.
Because we'd be driving.
Yeah. Really good. Here's our view. This should be our view pretty much for the rest of the trip.
Yep.
We'll be down in the Stone Mountain area in no time. Dropped everything off. Now we're heading to Publix to grab the food stuff.
This will be interesting because I have no idea how it's going to come packaged.
Yeah, and it was a mess last time, so we'll see if it's a little better in Georgia than it was in Florida. Got the cookies easily. We've been here a good 20 minutes, and they're still working on the turkey and stuff, even though there's a whole box of them right here. But yeah, for some odd reason, they can't find ours.
No, but they found it. It's on the list. They just can't find the food.
Well, we made it out. Took about an hour. Should have took about 10 minutes. We'll talk about that in a second, but we'll show you putting it in the car. This is the parking lot. It's busy. Whew. Here's what we got. 120 bucks worth.
We got a green bean casserole in here.
Yep.
We got
The yo-yos look banging.
yo-yo cookie platter because they didn't have the cookies with the icing, so this is the next best thing.
Yeah, she puts it right where she's got to put the turkey.
And then we got our
Yay. It's all in. All right, let's talk about our Publix experience. I got to go to the bakery. It was super quick. It was just sitting there, but I don't think a lot of people ordered much from the bakery other than basic pies, so that was pretty easy. Tell them about your sitch.
So I came over to the deli and I asked them like, hey, like, where do I go to pick up the turkey? And they're like, oh, right there, like that lady's helping. I was like, okay, cool. So I go and I get behind one lady. She had an order of 50 wings, so her order wasn't that bad. Well, they come over and they're like, okay, so what did you order? And I showed it to them and they're like, okay. And she disappears for a minute and I'm thinking she's going in the back to go look for it. And then she comes back out about 5 minutes later. She's like, what's your order number again? I gave it to her again. She disappears for another 5-10 minutes. Comes back out. I'm sorry, can I get your order number one more time? I'm like, it's right here. Write it down. And then the other lady that had walked off with one lady when I first got there, she came back around pushing a cart full of turkey dinners. And she's like, oh, what are you waiting for? And I'm like, I'm waiting for a turkey dinner. And she pulls out her sheet and took her a minute, but she did find me on the sheet. And she's like, okay, just give us a few more minutes and we'll go find it. And she disappears back into the cooler. Same lady that keeps asking for my order number, she comes out. And again, she's like, oh, what's your order number? Like, did you pay for this already? I was like, no, I didn't pay for it already, because situations like this where you may not end up having my order, I don't want to pay for something that I'm not going to get. So, you know, I pay at the register like everybody else. And so then she disappears for a while, and then the lady that found me on the sheet, she comes. It was a whole bunch of like back and forth, in and out, looking at my order number, going back in there, coming back out. I think this went on at least 20 to 30 times. They came in and out, right? Finally, the deli manager comes over, and the deli manager asked me what my order number is, and she's like, we just don't have it. We just don't. I'm like, she has it on her sheet. Literally, I found it. So then she goes and she gets the sheet, and then magically they find it.
Well, they put 2 carts past us just when I was there of just loaded with turkey dinners, which is exactly what we ordered. So why they didn't just give us one of those? Great question. The one lady was coming out the door, and then the manager lady stopped her. She had the turkey and the green bean casserole thing that she ordered sitting there on the cart, and the lady wouldn't let her give it to us. And we're like, what is going on here? And the lady's like, oh, you can't give that. And then another 20 minutes goes by, and then they just give us what was on the cart. Clearly,
the girl behind me was having the same issue, and as I'm telling her what's going on, the manager yells at me from the door, "We found your order."
It's like they basically earlier today must have just given them out. First come, first serve. We have a turkey. Here's a turkey, which makes sense. If they're all the same, what difference does it make? Yeah. And then clearly they gave away one that was marked for us, and the other lady wouldn't let it do it. It's just like, what's going on here? Just give us the turkey. And if you'd said you'd paid, what they would have told you is that they already gave it away. That it's already gone. I'm sorry, yours has been already given away. That's why you don't pay ahead of time, folks. Legit tip here.
Well, also quality too. Like anytime you're gonna order a catering order, you always want to pay when you pick it up, because if they mess something up or something's wrong in your order, you don't want to be stuck with having to get a refund because they can't remake it or they can't find it or something like that.
And refunds can take what, like 6 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks. So yeah. That's another reason for sure. But we've ordered from Publix twice, and every time it's absolute chaos. Now, it could have just been bad luck. Today, it's Thanksgiving, so give them a little leeway. But the other time, it wasn't a holiday, so it didn't really make much sense.
So we've acquired the goods.
Yep.
Now we're going to go bring them back to the house and put them in the fridge.
Yeah, because the green bean casserole is cold as ice. Heading back to my sister's house. The windshield's a little dirty, but you can see Stone Mountain there in the distance. That's fun. If you've never been there, it's a fun little experience.
We did a Christmas little experience doodad thing a couple years ago at Stone Mountain. So if you guys want to check that experience out, you can.
Yeah, at the time it was the U.S.'s largest drone show.
I still haven't been to the top though.
You've not. Now every time we go, the escalator thing or whatever you call it, the bucket trucks are down. Bucket line.
Photos, whatever.
Yeah. Alright, in the interstate for a little bit. It's kind of crazy. They live just on the backside, but we got to go around it.
Alright, so turkey is all prepped. I had to zhuzh it up again because it's actually just one of these butterball fully cooked turkeys. So yeah, it looked like a turkey when I took it out, but it didn't look like it had any seasoning to it. So I zhuzhed it up and we've got it wrapped up, ready to go in the oven. But I'm going to show you the other stuff that came in the box. So this is the other stuff that came. We've got a cornbread dressing. We've got home-style mashed potatoes. And then we've also got a green bean casserole, which didn't come in the box. I added it to the box, so we'll probably be throwing those in around 11 into the oven. This is how the sides come. They look like this, and they're actually frozen, so you gotta thaw them out in your fridge. But here we have the green bean casserole. This is what it looks like. This is the mashed potatoes. We're gonna cover them with tinfoil, and you have to bake them on a baking sheet, probably so like the actual dish doesn't like melt. So yeah, I'm gonna do that next. All right, this is the cornbread casserole. It doesn't look bad, but this is gonna be our stuffing. So I don't think I've ever had cornbread stuffing like this. This is the cranberry sauce, the dessert, I guess, marshmallow delight, the gravy. Okay, final spread.
Just finished our Thanksgiving meal. We're going to talk a little bit about what we thought of our Publix Thanksgiving.
We decided to go with Publix because we just had a whole lot going on our schedules between everyone, and we wanted to simplify it the best way we could. So we tossed up doing honey baked ham. I looked into honey baked ham compared to Publix, and Publix was a lot cheaper. It was actually cheaper by like $100. And so I was like, why not? Publix makes good food. We like Publix. Let's give it a go. Overall, the dinner was okay. However, the biggest disappointment, I think, was opening our turkey box to find a pre-cooked butterball turkey.
Yeah, the same thing you could buy anywhere that sells butterball turkeys. We thought it was going to be a actual like Publix cooked turkey. We've only ordered from like a local place one other time, and they basically had a pre-made turkey that they gave us and other stuff, but they made the turkey. It didn't really make sense that we just got a butterball turkey.
Yeah. So it was, that part was disappointing. So I did add my own spices and like dry rub to it essentially, because that was like the best I could do. And I think it did help enhance the flavor, because I feel like if I hadn't done that, it would have just tasted like deli turkey, if that makes sense. Like if you go to the deli and you just get turkey for sandwiches, I think that's what it would have tasted like.
Yeah, I would say overall the stuffing and stuff was actually decent. It didn't look good, but it tasted good. Mashed potatoes were solid. Nothing to write home about. Gravy was good. The cranberry sauce, okay. The marshmallow delight, people seem to like it. So the other pieces were good. I just don't know if it's worth the turkey just being a butterball generic turkey.
And I will say the addition that we added was the green bean casserole, and that was not worth it. That was also a huge disappointment.
Yeah, I agree. It was like $18 and it was not very flavorful. Didn't have very many crunchies on the top. Just wasn't impressed. I skipped the green bean. Like Nancy said off camera, it's kind of like if it's your first Thanksgiving and you want a little bit of help, this might be a great option for you. But otherwise, you're probably just going to want to do it yourself or get it somewhere else where they actually season the turkey and stuff.
Yeah, I wouldn't be completely against trying a honey baked ham turkey next time, because maybe it's a little different, because they actually like have their own blend of spices and seasonings that they use, whereas Publix didn't. It was just the butterball turkey.
Yeah, we'll see. Okay, stay tuned. You can actually see our previous years where Nacy made a turkey in the show notes below. But we're on our way home, and we might do something tonight, so we'll come and get you in a minute. All right, that concludes our holiday week. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
It was a very busy week, but a successful one.
Yeah, and if you want to see what we did after Thanksgiving, check in the show notes, because we went to the Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds. We live streamed it, and we also did a video too.
Yeah, so we've got a lot more holiday adventures to come, but this week, honestly, Publix did an okay job helping us put together our Thanksgiving dinner.
It made it a lot easier, especially since, as you saw, we were running to and from the mountains the entire week. Didn't have much time for planning, so...
Yeah, it turned out pretty good. Like, it was tasty. It wasn't honestly the worst thing. It wasn't the greatest, but it was not the worst.
Yeah, and we got to see family, which is the best part about any holiday.
Correct. Then also the DMV went fairly smooth. No issues there. Just glad I got it done, and it's behind me now.
So I hope you enjoyed our holiday week, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up.
Make sure you hit that subscribe button.
And ring that notification bell so you get notified to at least 3 videos a week.
And we'll come and get y'all for the next one.
Ain't that the truth? Baby Ruth.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
We just wanted to take a moment to thank you guys for watching this video. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, would you please consider hitting that subscribe button, as it helps us reach a wider audience and helps our channel grow even further. To those of you who are already subscribed to the channel, we just wanted to say a huge thank you for always being there and supporting our channel. We cannot wait to take you guys on our next adventure, so we'll see you guys in the next one.